Hey everyone, welcome back to H.E.R.O Fitness and Performance, pilot episode number 2. Seeing how this all works out. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm here in my backyard on a beautiful Sunday Colorado morning. Nice and early, gonna be waking up my neighbors, so they'll be happy about that one. So for today's workout, like I said in the email, last week we're gonna need a couple loop bands. So should look something like these, right? And a exercise Swiss ball here, okay? Gonna be two 3-round circuits that we're gonna do today. Both of them will be about 15 minutes apiece, and then we have a little finisher that'll be 5 minutes at the end that'll be all body weight, but we will need the bands and the Swiss ball for the majority part of the strength portion today, okay? So that said, let's get you all warmed up and stretched out. All right, here we go. So starting with the flamingos, pull the heel into the butt, stretching out those quads, stretch out the hip flexors, get everything nice and loose, right? All right, so as we're finishing those, let's go right into the knee hugs. Pull up nice and high, alternate legs. After these, we're doing the lateral lunges, shifting side to side. Drive those hips out, stretch out the adductors. It's a lot of new movements today. So it's exciting about those new pieces of equipment. We should have some fun, right? So after those, reverse lunge, reaching up to the ceiling of the sky. Alternate legs, get that knee all the way down, push the hip forward, stretch out the abs, stretch out the hip flexors. As we're finishing those up, let's go right into the opposite foot, opposite hand kicks. Hamstrings nice and loose. And after those, couple back slaps. All right. Chest and shoulders nice and loose. Big arm circles forward. And big arm circles backwards. Okay, so for our first circuit, we are gonna need both, probably a pretty sturdy band, moderate to extra heavy, and then a really light band for some of the shoulder stuff, okay? We're also gonna need one of the exercise balls here. So, the sturdier, thicker band, we're gonna put around both knees, okay? Just above the knees, right around mid-thighs. Those of you that have hairy legs, you're gonna get a little shave here, pull out some of the hairs, okay? Everything that we're gonna do is going to be 30 seconds in this circuit, okay? Our first movement, I like to call stanky leg, right? So right leg is gonna be moving, left leg is stable. With my both feet planted on the ground, have one knee come in, drive it out as wide as I can, okay? So in, out, so it'll be 30 seconds on the one side. When we finish that side, this leg will be stable. Now the left leg is gonna go in and out. Try to get as much range of motion as you can, so it'll be 30 seconds there. Now we're gonna go both same time for the next 30 seconds, where we go out like this, okay? When I finish that, we're gonna leave the band on the thighs just to make things easy. I'm gonna lay down on my back the next 30 seconds, okay? Heels will be on the ball. Now, if you're a beginner, we're just gonna do bridges, okay? So squeeze the glutes until my shoulder, hip, and knee are in a straight line. If you're at the intermediate level, we're gonna lift, keep my butt down, and pull my heels towards my butt. If you're advanced, we're gonna lift up, and you're gonna pull your heels in and lift, maintaining the shoulder, hip, and knee straight line the whole way, okay? No matter which one we're doing, the only one that our butt's gonna touch the ground is the beginner, okay? Everybody else butt's gonna be off the ground the entire time, okay? So that's that 30 seconds. After that, we have a stir the pot series. So it's gonna be 30 seconds one direction, 30 seconds the other direction, and then 30 seconds out and back, okay? So elbows will be on top of the ball in a plank position. Widen your feet here a little bit. I'm gonna go 30 seconds, rotating one way, 30 seconds, rotating the other way, 30 seconds, out and back, okay? If that's too challenging for you, I want everybody to go ahead and practice. If you need to pause the video, okay? If that's too challenging, you're gonna go on here and just hold the plank for 45 seconds, or I guess a minute and a half, right? And then put your knees down if you need to. You can also do circles here, okay? All right, so once we finish that, front to back, our last one, we grab the lighter band for. We're gonna have the lighter band go around both wrists, sit up nice and tall, elbows are in tight. I'm gonna drive my arms out as wide as I can, keeping my elbows in, and then coming back in. Just like this, okay? So not to waste time, I'm not gonna run through all of them again and tell you each one what we're gonna do. If you need to go back and kind of play with the video, or play with the movements, pause the video, go back, play around with them, find which band works well for you. Otherwise, I'm gonna say, hey, this is what we're doing. I'll give you a countdown and tell you what the next move is, and we're gonna kind of keep things moving. Very minimal break in between rounds on this, okay? So we're gonna go through 3 sets of this circuit with about a 30-second rest in between each cycle, okay? So, that being said, we're gonna start with the right stanky leg, left stanky leg, and then both legs stanky leg. Those will be our first 90 seconds. So 30 to the left, 30 to the right, 30 both. Here we go, starting in 2, 1, go. So stanky leg right. This leg is stable, only one leg is moving. My abs are tight. If you have to hold onto the ball for balance, you can. Otherwise, we're trying to keep our hands off the ball, off our legs, so everything, all our stability is coming from the abs and the core, all right? Let that leg come in, drive out. We should already be feeling a burn in that glute, maybe even on the stabilizing leg on the other side, right? So we're gonna switch to the other leg in 2, 1, switch. Now it's the other leg. Let it come in, drive out, as much range of motion as you can get. Nice and smooth. Keep those feet firmly planted on the ground. Again, if you need this to hold onto the ball for the stability, that's fine. Otherwise, we're trying to use our abs as much as we can. Sitting nice and tall, good posture. Butt should be on fire right now. So we're gonna switch to both legs in 2, 1, switch. So touch the knees, and then pull them out as wide as you can. Touch the knees, pull them out as wide as you can. This one's gonna burn like crazy, right? Looking good. So when we finish here, we're gonna flip over on our back and go to the bridges if you're a beginner, the hamstring curls with the butt down if you're intermediate, or the butt lift hamstring curls for advanced, okay? So keep moving nice and steady. We should be burning on fire. We're just gonna leave the band on when we transition. In 2, 1, switch. So hamstring curls or bridges, whatever level you're able to do. Nice and slow, especially on the way out. Emphasize that lengthening phase, right? Lift and squeeze the abs, squeeze the glutes. Once we finish the hamstring curls here, we're gonna go right into the stir the pot series. Keep it up, guys. Looks really good, nice work. Getting ready to switch in 2, 1, switch. All right, stir the pot. Elbows on the ball, knees on the ground, toes on the ground. Whatever you're able to do, widen the feet, widen the base. We're going 30 seconds, one direction, 30 the other, okay? And then out and back 30. Keep that back as close to parallel to the ground as you can. Widen the feet for a good base of support. Nice slow movement. Make it burn. Okay, switching to the other direction. In 2, 1, switch. So now other way. If you need to take a break in between, that's fine. Those abs are gonna be screaming at you, right? Nice and smooth on this movement. We're going this direction, and then we're gonna go out and back for the final 30 seconds in the stir the pot series. Just make sure our hips are not dropping. Keep that butt nice and high, back as close to parallel to the ground as you can get. This last out and back is the toughest. All right, so take it slow. 2, 1, switch. Drive those elbows out, bring them back in. Now, as you drive out, make sure those hips do not drop. Keep them nice and steady. All right, back nice and flat the whole time. Perfect. If your abs are shot, you can just do a plank hold. That's fine too. Last couple seconds here, and we're gonna go to the seated shoulder external rotations with the band, okay? That'll be our last 30 seconds, and we'll get a break. 2, 1, switch. So grab the lighter band, have a seat on the ball. This is going around the wrist, nice and tall. With the posture, elbows are in, and we're gonna rotate out, okay? Abs are tight, shoulders are back. Trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pretend like you have a walnut back there that you're trying to crack open, right? Crack open with those shoulder blades. This one should burn like crazy in those shoulders, okay? Almost there, and rest. Okay, first round down. Awesome job. A little less than 30 seconds from right now, we're gonna start the second round. Okay, so very burny set. Just move nice and steady, be deliberate with your range of motion, be deliberate and disciplined with your quality of movement. And we're gonna start the second round in about 15 seconds, okay? Nice deep breath, water. We might be a little out of breath, but for the most part, everything should kind of feel like a lot of blood flow, very burny, okay? So here we go. We'll start with the stanky leg stuff again. We're gonna start with right leg in 2, 1, go. So drop it down, pull it out. Drop it in, pull it out. Now I'm staying as stable as I can. Tummy's tight, and trying to get as much range of motion as I can out and in, okay? Halfway through this leg, halfway through this side. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Last couple seconds, switching to the other leg in 2, 1, switch. So here, pull it in, and then drive it out as wide as you can. Again, the opposite leg is stable, tummy is tight. Try not to let that ball move. If you need to put your hands down to kind of hold on to it, you're welcome to do that. 10 more seconds, and then we're doing both legs at the same time, right? Burn, 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 burn. Butt on fire. Switching in 2, 1, go. So feet wide, drive the knees in, touch them, and then drive them out. Drive them out. If you really want to challenge, try to hold for a second or two, and then bring it in slow, okay? You're controlling the resistance of the band. It's progressive resistance, so the further you get out, the more challenging it's going to be to really drive it out. Hold, come back in, last 10 seconds, and then we're going to the bridges or the hamstring curls next, okay? Keep pulling, keep working, keep pushing. 2, 1, switch. Okay, bridges or hamstring curls, feet on the ball, lift, and if you're doing the curls, heels come all the way into the butt, right? Good control, especially on the way out. Nice smooth movement. Looking great, everybody, nice and smooth. We have the Stir the Pot series coming up next. Switch it in 2, 1, switch. Looking around, elbows go on the ball. You can be on your knees or your toes. Pick which one way, widen the feet, backs parallel to the ground. Nice, slow, small circles. Start small, and then you can go bigger as you get better, right? Back flat. Control that breathing. Feel those abs working like crazy. All right, whichever way we're going, we're going to reverse to the other direction in 2, 1. Other way, switch. Good. Beautiful. Nice and smooth. Good quality motion. Hips are stable. Don't let them drop. Don't let them shift side to side. That cup of water that we always like to talk about, balancing on the lower back. That's what we're focusing on right now, right? Everything's stable. And we're going out and back next in 2, 1, go. So drag those elbows away, drive them back in, out and back. All right, don't let those hips sag. Keep them up nice and high as we're doing these. Looking good. Last thing after this is the seated shoulder external rotation with the light band on the ball. Last couple seconds, last couple reps. Switch in 2, 1, switch. So grab your light band, put it around the wrists, nice and stable, pull apart, and back in, okay? Nice and smooth, nice and slow. Make it burn. Pretend like you're trying to rip a phone book in half, right? Looking good. Postural muscles here, so squeeze those shoulder blades together. Pretend like we're trying to crack that walnut between the shoulder blades. Last couple seconds, last couple reps. And rest. Okay guys, 2 rounds down. 1 more to go, 30 seconds from now. And then we'll move on to the second set, okay? Or the second cycle, I should say. Hopefully everybody's feeling good. Starting to feel that sweat come. Glutes should be burning. You got the shoulders burning a little bit. Feel that 6-pack coming in strong from all the ab work that we're doing here, okay? It's about 10 seconds, and we're gonna go 1 final round through this, okay? So we get nice and stable. We'll start with the right leg, stanky leg first, then left leg, then both, and then work our way down, okay? So here we go. Right leg, stanky leg in 2, 1, go. Drop it in, pull it out as wide as you can. Other leg is as stable as you can keep it, okay? Abs are tight, especially when we push that knee out as wide as we can. The abs are what are gonna help us get out there, right? Drive it out, bring it back in. This is our last set on this leg, so enjoy it, savor it, like it's a fine wine or a nice warm cup of coffee, whatever you enjoy, right? And switch to the other leg. Here we go, other leg, pull it apart, let it come back in. Good, abs tight, opposite leg stable. Last time on this side, drive it out, let it come back in slowly. It's burning, right? It's gonna feel like it's hard to get that leg all the way out there, but push it as hard as you can. Get it out there, get it out there, get it out there. And switch to both legs, so both same time. Pull them apart, let it come back in. Again, wherever your hands are comfortable, if you need to touch the ball, go for it. Otherwise, we're just trying to stay balanced on the ball, right? Burn in, burn it. I know I'm on fire. Keep it up, everybody. We're going to the hamstring curls next on our back. Start those. 2, 1, switch. So on our back, hamstring curls or bridges. Here we go. Nice, smooth, and controlled movement, right? Pulling in, nice and slow on the way out. Lift those hips. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs. We've got the stir pot series coming next. So we'll go one way, other way, and out and back. Each one for 30 seconds. So stir the pot in 2, 1, switch. Flip it around. Elbows on the ball, back nice and flat. You can put the knees on the ground, toes on the ground. Whatever you're doing, widen your base so you're nice and stable. Okay? Nice smooth movement. Hips are as stable as you can keep them. Back's as close to parallel to the ground as you can get it. We're doing great. So switch in the other direction in 2, 1, switch, other way. Enjoy it, savor it, right? Feel those abs burning. Keep that back flat. We're doing fantastic. We're gonna go to the out and back next. The last part of the Stir the Pot series, okay? So switch to out and back in 2, 1, switch. Drive out, drive in. Drive out, drive in. Like I said, if the abs are shot, you can just hold a plank here, right? Whatever you're comfortable with. Or we can go down to knees, all right? Just making sure that we keep those abs as active as we can. So last couple seconds here, we're gonna do our last seated shoulder external rotations. Switching in 2, 1, switch. All right, seat on the ball. Band's going around the wrists. Last external rotations, nice and slow out, especially slow on the way back in. Remember that posture. Sit up nice and tall, squeeze the shoulder blades. We're almost done with the 3rd round of that first circuit, okay? Hang in there, guys. We're doing great so far. Last couple seconds, last couple reps. And rest. Nice job. All right, circuit 1 down, circuit 2's coming up. We're done with the exercise ball for the day. We can move that out of our way. Okay. Everything that we're going to do next, aside from the first movement, is going to be for 30 seconds. The first movement will be for 60. Now, it's up to you. You will need these again. Okay. We're going to do some 60-second, for the first exercise, 60-second side step band squats. So that looks like this. I take a step out, make sure I pull my knees apart as wide as I can as I go down, step together, other leg steps out, pull my knees apart as I go down, okay? This workout's really coming for those butt cheeks today, okay? Really gonna get those glutes active. So we're stepping side to side just like that for 60 seconds. When we finish those, we're gonna go into what's called a renegade row, okay? So you'll grab one of the lighter bands, this is more for the upper body. Couple options here. Wanna make sure the band fits under the palm on one side, so it should look just like this. Okay, beginner version is I'm gonna tabletop on my hands and knees. I'm gonna grab the band here, and I'm gonna pull just like this, okay? So it'll be 30 seconds here on the one side, and then 30 seconds, obviously, on the other side. If you want a little bit more advanced version, knees are gonna go back, hand out in front of us here like this. So now my abs are on, and I'm gonna pull like that, okay? Now, if you want even a little bit more advanced version, you're in a push-up position, feet are wide, okay? Grab the band, band still underneath the hand, and I'm gonna pull in this position like this, okay? 30 seconds to one side, 30 seconds to one side, the other side, excuse me. Excuse me, when we finish both sides on there, we're gonna do push-ups. So again, that can look like here or here for those full 30 seconds, all right? After that, you're gonna grab your light band again. We're gonna do what's called a runner hold, okay? This is for the abs. So this is, the lighter band's gonna go around both feet. I recommend starting with the lightest band that you have, okay? Beginner version is gonna look like this with my hands back, and I'm gonna pull, and I'm gonna hold like this, okay? So my knees as high as I can get it in, like that. 30 seconds, you're gonna hold. If you need to take a break, count down from 3 and go back into it. It's a long hold, okay? And then it'll be 30 seconds on the other side. Okay, the advanced version, there's no real, I guess intermediate version, we could be here, hold like this, push the lower back down, okay? The advanced version is you're here just like this, chest is up, and you're gonna hold almost like a bicycle crunch, like this, first 30 seconds, second 30 seconds the other side, okay? When we finish both sides, you can kick the band off or leave it on, but we're keeping our chest down and we're doing leg levers, or if you're advanced, the beginners, here, hands behind me, and I'm gonna tap my heels and come back in, okay? So, just to reiterate, 60-second side step squats with the band around the knees, pulling those knees apart. Nobody's knees should look like this. Knees should always be over the feet as we drop down, okay? Then we have the renegade rows with the band underneath the hand on either the tabletop or push-up position. We have push-ups after that. We have those band runner leg holds, okay? Hands behind us supported if you're beginner, or in that bicycle crunch if you're advanced, and then double leg levers or knee drops for the last exercise, okay? All right, guys, here we go. This is a fun one. Another burner here. After we finish this circuit, okay, we're gonna have a little finisher. It'll be 5 minutes of a high intensity burst right at the end. All right, so like I said, first 60 seconds side step squats, okay, with the band. Again, same position we were doing on the ball with the pull aparts, okay, or the stanky legs. All right, just above the knees, take a step out, drop into a squat. 60 seconds in 2, 1, go. So step out, drop down, remember, pull those knees apart, step together, other side, okay? Nice steady movement. If you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell and you want to add a little bit of weight while we do these to get the quads a little bit more involved, you're welcome to do that as well. Side step, drop down, push those hips back and pull the knees apart, right? There's the 30-second mark, we're halfway there, but should be burning on fire, right? From everything that we've already done. You're doing great. Pulling apart. 15 more seconds here. When we finish this, we're gonna do the renegade rows on one arm, okay? And that's whichever position you're able to do. Let's switch in 2, 1, switch. So renegade rows, 30 seconds on the one side. Get a good pull. Keep that elbow close to the body, don't let it wing out. Back's nice and flat. Kind of like you're drawing a bow for those of you that wanted to be in the Hunger Games and be Katniss Everdeen, right? Get a little bit of a rotation as you pull, just like you would pulling a bow. Last couple seconds, we'll go to the other side and switch. All right, underneath the hand. Pull, a little bit of a rotation on here. Nice and smooth and steady. Feel the shoulders working, feel the lats working, feel the abs working. We're going to push-ups next. And switch right into the push-ups for 30 seconds. Nice and slow on the way down. Push that ground away. Nice and slow. Push the world down. My favorite things. There you go. Superhero strength. Push the world down. You're coming up. We have those runner hold next. Starting in 2, 1, switch. All right, so band's gonna go right around the feet, pull apart. If you're doing the bicycles, I'm bouncing on my lower back, driving my knee as hard as I can up, high as I can up, elbow to the knee, we're holding. Deep rest, use the abs to push the lower back down. This is gonna burn hip flexors and abs. Create as much distance here as you can. Switch. Chest up, lower back is being pushed down by the abs. Drive the knee up, as much distance between your feet as you can get. All right, and hold. Nice work, it's burning like crazy. Last couple seconds, last couple reps, we're gonna go right into leg levers. In 2, 1, switch. So leg levers, 30 seconds. Really get those abs working. Last couple seconds, last couple reps. About 10 seconds left, guys. Don't let that back arch. Just go down as far as you can, keeping the lower back flat, which may not be as far after that ab circuit, right? And rest. All right, 1 set down, 2 more to go. 30 seconds from right now, we'll get started again. All right, again, side step band squats, renegade rows, 30 seconds each arm, push-ups, then those horrible band runner holds. I know those are tough, right? But really try to squeeze. You can already feel those abs starting to come in. You have 30 seconds each side, and then 30 seconds of the leg levers for both legs, okay? Feeling good now, right? Feeling great. A little sweat going, feel the whole body, a little blood flow, maybe a little tingly. Love it, nothing better, nothing better. All right, so here we go. 60 seconds side step band squats in 2, 1, go. Remember to pull those knees apart as you step side to side. We're trying to activate the glute medius, which is kind of the high outside the hip on the butt cheek, right? You should be feeling it burning big time, almost like you want to grab your butt here, give it a little bit of comfort as it's burning, right? Remember to pull those knees apart as you drop down. Past halfway, we're going to the renegade rows next. Good depth on the squats. Pull those knees apart. Last 10 seconds, we're going to renegade rows. And switch. Right into the renegade rows. Tabletop, push up, whatever position you're able to do them in. Band goes underneath the hand. And then we're pulling Again, a little bit of rotation. Push the ground and the band away with the hand that's on the ground as you pull this in, right? Last couple seconds, and we'll switch sides and switch. Go to the other hand. Nice and wide. Pull and a little bit of rotation. Like I said, just imagine you're a nerd like me and you're Katniss Everdeen, kicking butt, taking names, saving the world. All right, last couple seconds. Last couple reps, we're gonna go right into the push-ups. And switch. Right into the push-ups next. Here we go. Slow on the way down, push that world down. Slow, 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 push that world down. As much range of motion as you can get. We're going to the band runner holds next. 2, 1, switch. All right, band around the feet. As much range of motion between your feet as you can get. Okay, drive that knee up, push that bottom leg straight. If you can, rotate a little bit so that opposite elbow is coming and touching the opposite knee. All right, this one's fun, isn't it? So fun. All right, switching to the other side in 2, 1, switch. Here we go. Fight through that burn. Hit those abs, make sure they're on. Push that lower back down. Bring that chest up as high as you can. All right. If you need to take a break, 3, 2, 1, back up. All right. Good job. We're almost there. We're going to the double foot leg levers next. 2, 1, switch. All right. Both leg levers as low as you can go, keeping that back flat. Remember, you can bend the knees here. You can support yourself here and go like this. Just make sure we're always pushing that lower back down, no matter which version you're doing, right? Last couple reps, last couple seconds. And rest. All right, 2 down, 1 more to go. This is a fun one, isn't it? Super fun. So we got the side step squats, renegade rows, each side for 30 seconds, push-ups for 30 seconds. We have the band runners. All of you guys are gonna be doing those every day. You love them so much, right? Great exercise, really gets the core and things. It'll get the obliques. If you're tight in your lower back, you'll feel it kind of in the middle of the back as well. Love that exercise, love to hate it more likely. And then we have our last leg levers for 30 seconds for both legs, okay? 10 more seconds and we're getting rocking. If you need a little extra break, stretch out, catch your breath, grab water, just pause the video. Otherwise, we're starting the final round of this circuit in 2, 1, go. Final round of the second circuit, guys. Final round. Pull those knees apart, sink down nice and low on that squat. Tempo, tempo, control, control. Burn, burn, burn. Looking good, keep it up. Past halfway. As you go down, you pull your arms apart, make a real angry face to make yourself look like a total badass. Ah, you can roar like my son likes to roar, like a dinosaur as people run by, right? We're looking good. Last 10 seconds, and we're gonna go to that renegade row. And switch. Right into renegade rows. Whichever version you're able to do. We're gonna get that little bit of rotation, like we're drawing that bow. Push that ground away as you pull in. Nice and steady. Nice and stable. Last couple reps on this side. 2, 1, switch. All right, right into the other side. Here we go. We got push-ups coming up next. If we get that little bit of rotation, that core active, squeeze, push that ground away. 2, 1, switch. Right into the push-ups. Slow on the way down, push that ground away. Slow on the way down, drive that world down. Last 30 seconds of push-ups. We have those runner holds. Everybody's favorite. I know you've been looking forward to this last round of those are coming up next. Two, one, switch. All right, last round. Going around the feet. Here we go. Lifting up. Squeeze those abs. Lower back flat. Don't let it arch. As much distance between your feet as you can get. All right? Lift and squeeze and hold. Last time on this side. Switching in 2, 1, switch. Oh yeah, we're feeling it now, right? Killing. Abs push that lower back down, chest up. Last 15 seconds of the day of these. And then we have our last leg levers. We're almost there, guys, hang in there. Two, one, switch, you made it. All right, last leg levers. Heel down, or lower back down, excuse me. Keep it as flat as you can through the whole movement. This is our last exercise of that second set. We have one more thing to do. We're almost there, almost home free. And rest. All right, we made it. Second set down. Should have great sweat going by now, right? All right, so for our last circuit, we have a 5-minute time block. We have 3 exercises. All right, the 3 exercises are high knees, running in place. We'll demo those in a second. Split jumps and alternating jackknives. Okay, so high knees. We stand up nice and tall. Okay, I'm gonna pump my arms just as hard as I pump my legs. I'm gonna run in place, try to get my knee even with my hip. So it's 21 each side. So 42 total if you wanna count that way. When I do my 21 in place, if that's too much impact for you, you can do jumping jacks for 21, okay? So that'll be the first one. High knees, 21 aside, or jumping jacks for 21. After that, we have split jumps. So here, down, get as close to touching that back knee to the ground as you can. Jump, switch feet, touch back knee, or as close as you can get. 7 each side, 14 total. If jumping is not in your wheelhouse or not available to you, sore knees, sore muscles, whatever, reverse lunge, touch the knee, reverse lunge, okay? And you're alternating, that'll be 7 aside as well. The jackknives, okay, beginner version, we're gonna have both legs out, one on the ground like this, bring one up, touch the ground, then the other one comes up with my hands supporting me, okay? Right? Intermediate is both feet off the ground now, and I'm gonna do the same movement, but my hands are still supporting me. Advanced is I go all the way down without my hands, touch my lower back, and drive my knee up, sit up on my tailbone, and none of my feet or my hands touch the ground through the whole movement, okay? So no matter which version you're doing, it's 7 aside, 14 total. So high knees, 21 each side, or 21 jumping jacks, 7 split jumps aside, 14 total, or reverse lunges if you don't want to jump, 7 alternating jackknives at any one of those variations that you want, 7 each side, 14 total, okay? If you want to practice all the movements or you missed what I said, pause the video now, go back. Otherwise, we've got 5 minutes, guys. Final 5 minutes of the day. This is gonna get that heart rate up. This is gonna push us, right? 5 minutes, we do anything for 5 minutes, so push yourself hard. It's rest as needed, so if you need to catch your breath, okay, a couple deep breaths, count down from 5, count down from 3. If you need water, grab it real quick, get back into it. The goal is to kind of keep yourself moving as much as you can for those 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes, here we go. In 2, 1, go. So high knees first, or jumping jacks, 21 a side, or 20 total. And then right into the split jumps, or reverse lunges. 7 a side here as well. And then jackknives, 7 a side, no matter which version you're doing, okay? Once you finish, you're gonna start back at the beginning with the jackknives, or excuse me, with the high knees or the jumping jacks. We're doing great, guys. Keep it up. Remember, if you need a break, take it. It's on you. Otherwise, we're trying to push that pace, right? Push that pace. Doing great. Keep it moving. Don't forget to pump the arms and the legs on those high knees. Whoops. Doing great, kicking butt. We're coming up on the halfway point. You guys are doing awesome. Keep pushing. Dig deep. It's a quick circuit. You don't have to push yourself for that long. So push yourself hard, right? Right at the halfway point now. You know what's to come. You're only gonna get twice as tired as this. Keep it moving, we got it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Quality of movement, not quantity. Get yourself good depth on the lunges, good range of motion on the high knees. Same thing on the jackknives. I'd rather you slow it down and do it right than go too fast and do it wrong. Keep yourself moving. Minute and a half left, guys. We're almost there. Final minute, finish strong, push to the finish, right? Push to the finish, less than a minute left. Keep on working. Less than 30, about 30 left. "20 seconds, guys. Push, push, push." Almost there. Way to go. End is in sight. And rest. Beautiful. We made it, right? Nice job today. Something a little different for you guys. A little bit more strength building, which we've done in the past. Lots of burny stuff, some new equipment. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And a nice little quick hitting circuit at the end. Great job. I'm gonna try and mix things up as much as I can. The new equipment will kind of help us be able to do that. So I'm excited about incorporating a ton more movements into what we're doing. Make it just a little bit more well-rounded. When we're only doing body weight, we're missing out on a lot of pull muscle groups and small muscle groups with the shoulders, you know, and stuff like this, hips, everything like that. Just want to make sure we're developing ourselves in our entirety, right? Every single muscle group, every single energy system. Want to make sure that we're hitting it all. You're getting the most effective, efficient, and safe workout that you can. That's going to help you keep doing everything you love at a high level, and then a higher level, and a higher level for as long as you want to be able to do them, right? That's what this is all about. So thank you guys again. Would love more feedback if you have it. Otherwise, keep doing what you're doing, keep grinding. If you have any updates for me, shoot me a text, shoot me an email. Whether it's working or not working, I would love to know. I've got a lot of really cool texts from you guys. Hey, I'm already seeing strength gains. This is the best I've felt in years, just a couple. I'm gonna start posting that on my social media account. Also, if some of you like it or don't like it, I'll be asking a few of you for testimonials as we get going. What you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. And if you mind giving me a little quote about what you did or didn't like about it, I'll post it on the website, social media, and all that kind of stuff. But thank you again. I'll be in touch. Really appreciate it. Stay consistent. Keep working hard. Good things will happen, all right? Thank you guys. Have a great day. Have a great week. And I'll see you next time.